here. So y'all trying to hate on me because I have a standard for myself? Like y'all lame as I said what I said and I'm standing on it. I don't want no ugly ass, broke ass man up in my face. So what? Y'all is weird as fuck. Like, so, yes, he gonna be fine, he gonna have some money, and he gonna look good, and that's just that, with no kids.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chicken, turkeys, rabbits, you name it!
Try to hold it together. Get the French toast out of here. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Ron back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. I can't even get that out, man. Good God, man. What did we just watch, bro?
What is that?
What did we just watch?
Wait a minute, what the hell?
All I can say is the delusion.
It's over 9,000!
Facts. Man, listen here, bro. I got about 4 or 5 clips I'm gonna play for you guys, but the last one that I'm gonna play is very intriguing because it comes from a foreign woman and she has a very important question to ask the ladies, and it's something that we ask in this space all the time, but I found it really interesting that it came from a foreign woman. You know what I mean? Because it seems that the foreign women seem to be the only women that understand that in a very small minority of American women. Alright, on to the next clip.
Why is it that all you ladies who dislike arrogance and like humbleness want a life that is so extra and lavish? You want 6-figure man, you want a high value man and doing all this stuff. Why is it that everyone pretends like they hate arrogance, but then their standards are? Like, if we're being very honest, there's about, what, 10 of you here? Maybe 2 or 3 of you at best will get with a guy who makes 6 figures or more, because it's such a small percentage. By the numbers, it's probably impossible for all of you to get that. So there is a bit of like an arrogance to that, where it's like, if you love humbleness so much, why don't you live a humble life? What's wrong with getting with a regular dude who's got a 401k, he makes $40K a year, maybe he's home at the end of the day, he takes care of the bills, you guys got a nice little house in the suburbs. Why is that not enough? I don't understand why there's all this talk about like, would I let my high value man cheat? I'm gonna be honest with y'all, most of y'all not gonna get one. And that's not me trying to be mean. It's like, there's such a small percentage. You think I'm gonna get a 9 out of 10?
Now, I want, before everybody go ham in the comments, this is when Abba and Preach was cool, somewhat cool with Fresh and Fit at the moment. This was before the fallout, so this is a fairly old clip, but an important one, man. And this is, you know, before I stopped watching Abba and Preach, he made a extremely valid point. I mean, how do you argue that? Because let me tell you something, this is one of the main reasons why you're starting to see guys who make this much that are in that 40 to 80, 40 to 90,000 a year range. This is why you're starting to see a lot of guys in that range get passports and go abroad, because they see this mentality in women, and it doesn't add up, because literally only about 10-15% of men are making 6 figures or more annually. So most women seem to want these men. Most of these women don't want to compete for them, but for some reason all of y'all think y'all are going to get them, and then y'all wonder why these are the guys that are typically having more than one woman, because all of y'all are throwing yourselves at them. So with that in mind, you can't get mad at if that other 80% of men are gonna see this and be like, okay, you know what, I need to get my passport and go somewhere where the you know, the dating market is a little bit more on a equal level. But women see it as everything being flipped in reverse, and if that's the case, then so be it.
We do not care.
I mean, I don't understand, but very valid point from Abba and Preach on that one, man. But you know, I don't rock with them anymore, but it is what it is. All right, let's keep it moving.
The traditional, caring, decent men, as it seems toxic men are winning.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misunderstood that. Oh, that's easy, because modern women don't want to be wives and mothers. And so they just want to be little and run around, and so, you know, that doesn't breed itself to traditional men.
Now, before I comment on this, I just want to say I think that's Pearl's mother who she had on the podcast, and my God, I mean her mannerisms and everything is just like Pearl. But she's 100% right. That's why that's another reason why the passport bro movement is so big right now. A lot of these women don't really want to be wives. They just want the wedding. That's a saying that you hear a lot in this space. You hear that a lot in the red pill space as well. A lot of the behavior doesn't translate to being a wife. But it's like I say all the time. Women want traditional men, but they don't want to be traditional themselves. They want to hold men to a traditional standard while not being traditional themselves. Like, it just doesn't translate, and more men are starting to wake up to this, and that's why more men are either checking out, or they're just deciding to be bachelors, or they're getting passports. Let's keep it moving. On to the next clip.
Men are so superficial.
Would you date a guy that's shorter than you?
Absolutely not. I'd at least 6'2".
At least 6'2".
Yeah.
How tall are you?
5'5".
5'5".
Yeah.
So 6'2".
Well, it's 5'6", 5'5".
6'2" bare minimum.
Yeah, I just like tall dudes.
So it literally only took her, 30 seconds to not even 30 seconds, about 10, 15 seconds to contradict herself. And by the way, 6'2" or taller is like 3% of men, just to put that out there. But men are superficial, even though attractive women are far more common than men that are 6'2" or taller. But she's calling men superficial. Make that make sense.
You must unlearn what you have learned.
On to the next clip.
You can't take women from two different societies and compare.
Look at the divorce rate.
That's not our fault. Who's supposed to lead the household?
You're the ones that initiate the divorces.
Okay. Why do y'all not lead us to be better than and not divorce?
You don't listen. You argue.
Just to listen.
You're not even listening right now.
I'm listening. I believe what I'm saying.
Well, then, if you're gonna listen, start with shutting up. Okay. When you date a Japanese girl and she loves you, know the most common thing she says? She says, "If you're happy, I'm happy."
Seriously, do you see how she mocked it? That was true femininity, but American women think that that's just some kind of a joke, or that it's a caricature.
And you said that women in Japan, like, those are the only true princesses that you've seen.
You don't act like a princess.
How? You've seen me for like, what?
You act like a Dairy Queen.
Ooh, shots fired. My modern life dating, man, he be going in, man. But if y'all don't know, man, he's been living in Japan for years now, and I can see why he only comes back, to do podcasts here and there, and then and you could tell he's the type of guy that he can't stay in the States too long, because he sees this kind of behavior and he's like, I gotta go back to Japan. And he always talks about how feminine and soft the women are there in comparison to in the States. I think there's a few people that watch my channel that have been staying in Japan as well. I think Passport OG, I'm not sure. I'm like, if you do watch this, let me know. But I think Passport OG stays in Japan too. And make sure y'all subscribe to his channel, man. He's been a long time supporter. But yeah, that's typically one of the things that you hear, man, as far as the differences between women. I mean, now that I've had my experience, I can honestly say, just on a few dates that I was on, I can clearly, there's a huge difference between dating women overseas versus dating women here, man. It's literally night and day. Like, the women make you feel appreciated when you take them out. You know what I mean? And they wanna show you a good time. You know what I mean? They don't just make the date about them. Alright, last clip. I guess you can call this the main event. Foreign Woman is going to be discussing something that we talk about a lot in this space, man. Check this out.
Whose stupid idea was it to start putting things out about we don't need men? Listen, let me get up close and personal with people right now. We need men to exist as women. Let me break it down. A man is the only one who can activate the woman's true femininity. And any woman that tells me otherwise, I'm just sorry. I'm not here to listen to anyone's lies. I'm a very straightforward, honest person. And I take accountability to being a woman. And a part of us being a woman is accepting that the man is the one and the only one that can activate this chemical in our brain that kicks off when he's around, which is to be completely feminine, vulnerable, beautiful, and obedient and submissive. Only the man. What you'll find is when you cannot accept this, it's because you're being like a man. The man is the only one that can make you feel like a woman. So don't sit there and lie, please, anyone. I don't want to offend anyone, but unfortunately, the truth hurts. Okay? The man is the only one that can activate the true femininity in a woman. Okay?
I want to know what y'all thought about what she said in the comments, because I'm trying to dissect exactly where she was coming from, because it's like I agree, but at the same time I disagree. Because in this space, men are expected to be masculine no matter what. But I think there's some truth to what she said, and just follow me on this. If a woman is being masculine, I think it's because, I'm gonna just keep it all the way a buck, man. In my opinion, I think women that are masculine haven't really been around masculine men or men at all. And if they have been around masculine men, they've been around hyper masculine men, and those are typically the women that end up being in I don't want to use the word because YouTube is very sensitive, but let's just say, I'll say this, rough relationships, rough, aggressive, physical relationships, if you catch my drift. So because I'm like, yeah, because have you ever noticed typically women that are in those kind of relationships are typically the masculine women? That's why you see those women, they either end up being with men that end up having to, get physical with them, or they end up being with real feminine men. And I think that's where she was trying to go at, or at least that's how I look at it. I know guys are going to look at it different and say, no, women need to be feminine at all times. And I don't disagree with you on that. I don't disagree with you at all on that. But as far as the point that she was making, I think that's where she was coming from. But again, let me know what y'all was thinking, what y'all thought about this, alright? If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hitting that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm. It helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the traveling vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description and pinned in the comments. And I also have the latest video pinned at the end of this video. So until next time, you guys, deuces.